Alright folks, welcome back, and time for some more Minecraft Magic Farm 2. Uh, Today I think I'm going to dive into Mystcraft. Before I jump right into that though, just showing here I have converted the farm over to rubber saplings for the moment. I had used a few of these in those MFR setups and we're running a bit low. So actually that was the first one it harvested. Let's just check. A little bit of lag. What's going on? Getting a little lag. Okay, anyway. Looks alright. So that looks like maybe it's working okay. I did add a whitelist to the planter so it can replant for now. Don't know that I'll do this for too long, but I did want to get some rubber, raw rubber, and maybe some rubber wood. Let's see, I've already got a full barrel of oak wood, so let's just trash some of this. I don't need all that oak wood. And then we'll just let it fill up this chest and I'll bring that up. So the raw rubber you can make into, smelt that into the rubber bars, and the rubber bars you can smelt into raw plastic, and the raw plastic can be made into whatever, plastic sheets or something. So yeah, you need a bunch of that when you're doing Mine Factory Reloaded, which of course I did in the last few episodes, so running a bit low. I wouldn't, that's silver. Yeah, alright, let's grab it. So doing pretty well with the pearls. I still only have 3 white pearls, and I still only have 4 more gold pearls, although we have one that is set to always produce gold pearls. It's being very finicky. Now silver we're doing pretty well on now. So that's another thing I wanted to do before I jump into Mystcraft. Is I have 7 silver pearls pulled out, as well as a piece of wool, and that's going to let us make a necklace. Alright, so I think it's just like so with the wool here. Yes. So before I make that, let me just show you real quickly. What is it? Necklace. Necklace. There we go. So the silver one actually looks like it's pretty good. If I look at the one made with wool, it does 470 hits versus most of the rest are 400. That one's really low. 330, 430. Oh, purple. Okay. Anyway, yeah, 470. So that looks pretty good. Now I can make it with gold thread, and that actually makes it 570, and it's probably better. The problem is gold thread takes 4 golden silk, so that's 4 gold each, so that's 16, and I'd go for that. But then you need polished sticks, and polished sticks come from polished planks come from polished logs come from a vat full of fish oil. And that means getting into the whole mariculture fishing thing and getting oil out of fishes somehow, because I looked a little bit. I don't really see. Oh yeah, here you go. So you got to get the mariculture fish, and then you melt them, burn them, something in a crucible furnace. So yeah, I could do it, but yeah, whatever. I'm just going to go with the wool variety. Much easier. Okay, so that's going to give us a 470 necklace. So let's get that guy made up, and then we'll see about enchanting it. And something that occurred to me is I did not try just simply holding down the left click. Ah, gosh. Oh, wait a minute. Am I working the item, or am I... Ah, yes. That's why I didn't hold down left click, because it doesn't work. It one hit works on the item, and then you're actually breaking the anvil. So, alright, yeah, so I gotta hit this 470 times. So, here we go. Oh, okay, phew. Oh, that's only halfway through. I have 282 durability left on my hammer and 260 out of 470. Okay, here we go again. Woohoo! Alright. I've almost destroyed my hammer doing it, but it's fixed. Now I could make another hammer, but I got this nifty system right here that'll just fix that guy back right up. No? Oh, did I leave it on? Oh, okay, so the hammer uses a different type of durability thing. Or I have seen a couple of times. Yeah, there we go. 830 or 840. Yeah, I've seen a couple of times where this doesn't render properly. I don't know why. 840, 818, 808. Okay, maybe it's certain items. I don't know. Anyway, it is doing the repair, and we should come back with a nice, fully repaired hammer here in just a moment. Okay, it is time. I have 30 levels. It is time to do a level 30 enchant. Well, it's not going to do any good putting it there now, is it? A level 30 enchant on this lovely new silver pearl necklace made with, well, wool. But, you know, we'll give it a shot. Let's see what we can get. Yeah, I don't know. 1, 2, 3, go? Yeah. Okay, that's horrible. Especially because I already have Paraglide and I already have Slow Fall on the boots. Alright, well, completely worthless, but you know what? That's okay. We can make another one here after a bit. I just want to do that one on camera and show it being done. I will try that again off camera, so you don't have to sit there waiting for me to click 470 times. Yeah. Man, I'm a little bit mad about that. Honestly, 30 levels, 7 silver pearls, which I think should be some of the better ones. I mean, I got enough pearls to make another one right now, but I'll do it off camera after a bit. I want to get into Mystcraft and do some fun stuff there. And I have a reason for getting into Mystcraft now, so hopefully that will become apparent, probably not this episode, but maybe next episode. So if you've never played with Mystcraft before, it is a mod about creating worlds, and they're called ages. So it's actually takeoff of the old Riven and Myst series, i.e. Mystcraft. Anyway, it's pretty cool, and it's pretty complex to get a long ways into it, but the early stuff is pretty easy. Alright, so one of the first things you can make is a notebook, and I've already made one of these. Let me just grab the one out that I'd made previously. And it wouldn't hurt to have an extra one, so let me grab one. I'll go ahead and make one here on camera. It's just 3 pieces of leather. So this is going to take a fair amount of leather and paper and ink sacs. So yeah, you're going to want to have a good amount of that stuff available. Now you kind of almost have to just go read how to do this, because it's not maybe really obvious. And they've changed it 2 or 3 times. So one thing you definitely need is a writing desk. I've been through this a few times, and like I said, it's kind of different every single time, I think. Oh, black decay. Yeah, that's bad stuff. We don't want that. Ink mixer. Say what? Oh, they've modified the recipe and made it take enderium. Alright, normally that would not take enderium, but basically what they're saying is, yeah, you can do Mystcraft, but not until you can make enderium ingots. So, yeah, I don't have any enderium. You know, enderium takes a bit to make, and I've done it on camera before, so let me just cut out for a few minutes. I'll get some enderium put together and maybe get a couple other things in place, and I won't waste a bunch of time going off and making enderium. But yeah, we've got all the stuff to make it. I'm sure we got to make some pyrotheum and some enderium blend, and the enderium blend takes resin and ender, which means I got to melt down ender pearls and put them in buckets, and yeah, so it's just going to be a little time consuming. So let me get all that done, and I will come back in just a moment. Alright folks, and we're back. I think I've got all those enderium bars cooked up now. Yep, I made 32 of them, because since I went through the whole process of making them again, I may as well make some extras while I'm at it. I also took the chance, while I was off camera here, to make up another silver pearl necklace, again made with wool. And I've got 30 levels out of our lovely essence berries. So let's go ahead and give this a little try again. A 1, a 2, and a 3, and something good. What do we get? What do we get? Ooh. Okay, don't need the Inferno. Already have Inferno 3. Poison Ivy lets you poison bad guys, and it makes you immune to poison at level 3, I do believe. And Restoration, I do believe, will repair. Is that the one that repairs, or is that the one that... Alright, I don't know. Let's look real quick. Sidetrack. Okay, let's check what we got here. We have... Restoration. Restoration at level 1, it will repair what you're holding. At level 2, it will repair everything in your hotbar. Okay, so that should repair stuff in the hotbar over time. And I guess that will do damage to the necklace as it does that. So, whichever. And Poison Ivy at level 1, poison anything you hit with your fist. Level 2, you can control right click, similar to Inferno. And at level 3, you become immune to poison damage. Immune to poison damage. What did I say? Yeah, so, hey. That's much better than Paraglide 2. There's no use for this, right? No, there's no use for that. Alright, cool. So, I have a decent set of jewelry on now. And yes, look at that. It already did some damage, and it repaired up the mirror while I was talking. So it's down to 687. This guy... Oh, yeah, I wanted to show this off. Do I have a... Yes. So check this out. I tried this already, and I know what's going to happen. Let me put down a little bucket of lava, which could burn things. No, let me not do this here. Lava and fire can burn stuff, I think, up to 5 blocks above it, so that's a bad idea to do here. Let's go out back where I'm not going to burn things down very easily. Alright, throw down a bucket of lava here. I know, more sidetracks. And if I turn off my talisman, because the talisman will try to dispel fire damage. Well, you know what, let me try it. I'm not sure I tried that properly. Okay, so this guy's active. Oh, and it just got repaired, yay. I'm not actually sure I like the fact that that repairs things, but damages itself. Because we've got another way to repair things. Okay, so watch this. So I have, 10 regular red hearts and then 8 gold hearts. And if I jump in here, it looks like I'm on fire, but I'm not taking any damage. Okay, so the talisman is kicking in. I heard it, yeah. But if I turn off the talisman, so it's inactive now, I'm not taking any damage, which means I'm pretty much immune to lava, which of course in the nether is one of your biggest problems. So that's really cool. Now, that does do damage to the bracelet in this case, so it's not going to last forever, but it doesn't do a lot. It only did a few points of damage there, and I got to stand in the lava for a while. So you have to be a little bit careful with it, but yeah, Inferno 3, pretty freaking cool. Of course, I still... So with Inferno 3 and Poison Ivy 3, I almost don't need the talisman, except this will also protect from withering. So, yeah, we'll leave it on, and I can always repair it anyway, no problem doing that. Either in the anvil, I guess, or in the dealio over here, which, by the way, I left on. with the hammer in it. I made that second one. And there's my hammer storage. I just put it in there. Alright, so back to what I said we were doing in the first place. Let us get some Mystcraft going. Mist. And it's raining, but well, yeah, I don't want to record while it's raining. And it's not 19. Okay, so let's turn down the sound a bit. A lot, apparently. Oh, that's right, it goes away when you're in the menu. That's not too bad, hopefully. It's not very loud for me. Hopefully the recording's about the same level. Okay, put that away. And back to Mystcraft. Okay, so we need an ink mixer, which ridiculously somewhat takes enderium ingots, but I get it. They're just trying to ramp up the difficulty here. Alright, so we have to have an ink mixer, we have to have a writing table, we have to have a bookbinder. I think we have to have one. We may as well make it anyway. That one's simple enough to make. They didn't change that recipe. And I'd like to make a link modifier, but yeah, there's no recipe for link modifiers anymore. And I'll talk a little bit about what that's all about here in a bit. Now let's see, how do we do this again? Do I need blank pages? No. I need ink vials, yes. And those are going to take... See, things like this are a pain because water bottles don't stack. But with AE it's not too bad. And obviously there's better, neater ways to do this with AE in particular, because it can do all sorts of crazy crafting and stuff, but this should be sufficient for now. Oops, sliding right into it. Let's just grab a bunch of bottles of water. Oops, too many. And we'll throw them in the old system here. I wish I could Control-Shift-Click, but that doesn't work with an AE system. Alright, I dropped a few on the ground, so I'll get a couple more. So these guys are going to be needed for a bunch of stuff in Mystcraft. Oops, one too many again. Alright, well, I'll leave that one. Yeah, that's fine. So, yeah, usually crafting these is quite the pain, but since they're in the AE system, they do basically stack in there anyway. You can just shift click it, and it's going to take 2 ink sacs per, so that's kind of a pain. Let's make like half that. Why did it give me 1? I don't understand that. Sometimes it's giving me... Oh, right, because these don't stack there. Anyway, my point is, I don't really want... Yeah, these do stack, but I don't really want to do all 20 of them all at once. I don't know. Maybe I could, but I'm not going to. Alright, so I'm thinking this should be the little... Well, oh... I was going to put it right here, but actually it does need a bit more room. Let's see. Where could we do? We could do here. This is all magic-y and Mystcrafty. Sure, let's do here. Well, eventually I'll probably want to move that. Anyway, let's get the writing desk, the ink mixer, and the book thing. And do these place? I think they place like a bed. No, they changed it. Yeah, that's a different model. Cool. Nice model, but more things to learn. Okay. So let's put it this way. Yeah, that looks cool. And we'll put an ink mixer and a bookbinder. And the ink mixer is going to take these ink vials. So you see it used up one, and it now has a ink in the mixer. I'm going to need some paper. And I probably want to put a chest down here. I opened this up so I can get to it from down here. So let's get some paper. We'll need to make some more paper, but that'll be fine for now. And a chest. Probably going to want a bigger chest at some point, but that's okay. Let's start here. Oh, and I made the notebooks, but I never really showed what they do. Well, actually, yeah, fine. So if you put them in your hand, I don't know which is which. There we go. And then right click. This is one I've already been putting some stuff in. So as I've been running around, I found these in dungeon chests. And these pages are how you create your own world. This is the brand new one I just made, and what we can do is we can put these guys in our writing desk, and then you can also label them. Let's see, we do that somewhere else. It takes me a minute to remember where all the things are. Do we put them in here? No. How do I label them again? Thought you could do here. Oh, here we go. No. There it is. Jeez. Too many places to click. Okay, so there's lots of different types of pages, and one of them is going to be biomes, and you're going to get a lot of biome pages, so let's make one for that. And one could be weather and light or color. So there's lots and lots and lots of different pages, and this is going to let you just kind of sort where things should go. So if I look in here, we've got the yellow color, so that can stay here. Marsh biome should go into this one. And just click and drag and drop it, and it'll go right. Oops. Not on the book itself, but on the tab. All right. So gravel beach biome. Actually, it's not drag. It's just pick it up and change it. Now this is actually not a biome, but it's a controller for the biomes. I'm just going to throw it in there for now. So you're probably going to want like 3 or 4 of these really. And here's blocks, so that's something different. Floating islands is something different. Moon is sort of weather, depends on how you want to define that. But at any rate, yeah, it's can be a little complicated. Okay, so this guy also takes ink vials, and you can see he fills up with black ink here. And as you copy pages and stuff, it'll use up your ink on this one. So what do we want to do? I think this is the one we put the paper in? Yes. So this is going to make, with ink vials and paper, it's going to make a link panel. And every book now has to start with a link panel. So you're going to need a bunch of these. Yeah, let me get the rest of the vials out, because you need one to get somewhere, and you need a second one to get back. So they're not ink vials. Oh, geez, what are they? Dye? Yeah, vial. Did I spell it wrong? V-I-A-L. Okay. Oh, that's right. I didn't make all 20. I was thinking I made them and put them, just only took half out. That's not true. I didn't make all 20. Okay, here we go. So every single page you make in here is going to take an ink vial. So you're going to have to kill a fair amount of squids, or make yourself a little squid farm. And by the way, you can use that rancher thing, the MFR rancher, to milk squids, I guess, and get the ink sacs out of them without killing them. So that's one option for an automated way to do it. Let's see, this takes leather. Alright, so let's grab the rest of the leather and bring it down here for now. It's another reason to have the farm. Yes, leather. And you're going to want a little bit of leather for yourself. So, first things first. If you don't remember anything else from this video, remember this. You need to make a link book. It takes a piece of leather and a link panel to make yourself an unlinked book. This is how you get back home. If you don't do this, you get stuck and you don't come back home. Well, there are ways, but yeah, you don't want to forget this. So I will just stand, let's say right here, put it in my hand, right click it, and now it is a linking book. And if I were to use this from some other position, it would take me right back there. Except that this is an overworld linking book, and unless you have the link modifier, which is no longer craftable, thank you very much, you cannot teleport from one place to another in the same dimension. So I can't go from here to here But if I was in the nether, I could use this to come back, or if I was in the end, I could use this to come back. Or if I had made my own book, I could use it to come back. Alright folks, well this episode got way too long, so I'm going to have to cut it up in 2 pieces, and when I come back next time we'll actually create a new age, or a new world, and go check it out and see what's in our first random crazy age. So I hope you enjoyed the episode, and are enjoying seeing some stuff about Mystcraft, and we'll be back next time, and see you then.